Last night, I was visited by the one and only, the alien Grays. I felt like something walked right in my bedroom, and my body was paralyzed. I could only open my eyes and see what was going on in front of me in my bedroom. And as soon as I realized what I was watching, I knew that they were three alien Grays in my bedroom walking around looking for something. They were looking at the ceiling, they were looking around, they were looking at the walls. As I was laying on my bed, they were not really interested on me. It felt like they were looking for something, like something was lost, right? They were staring at the ceiling, they were looking around, they were walking back and forth. And I tried to realize what was going on. As soon as I realized that this is real, this is not a dream, I couldn't move my body. I looked at the window just to see if there were any lights or anything like that, but everything was just dark. I could only see the one gray walking back and forth. The other two grays were standing at the door. They were standing at the door and they were kind of just staring at the bed where I was laying at. They were staring at the bed, and this other one was just walking around, looking at the ceiling, looking at the walls, just trying to look for something. So I'm just wondering what's like. I never heard of that before. You know, you always hear these stories about the Greys abducting people, and they take you into a spaceship or a UFO and all of that, right? But this is different. This is totally different. I felt like they knew something about me, something about my abduction in 2013. I was abducted by Celestials in 2013, and I felt like they knew that. So I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to mess with me because maybe they know I have some type of energy that they're not attached to. So as I was laying on the bed, everything was going on. I was trying to call my wife, but I couldn't move. My wife was in the other bedroom with the kids. She fell asleep in the other bedroom. And the only thing I could do was just watch. I was watching these grays walking inside of the bedroom, looking around. Now I could see they had large heads. They weren't that tall either. I would say probably 4 to maybe 4.5 foot. And they had very thin, these very thin gray.